Hi, I'm Janine Bell, this is Jeff Bell, and we are the Bells of Northern Bell Alpacas in New Era, Michigan. We've gotten the numbers up. We have our herd up to 46 animals right now, but we don't have the economies to support us right now, so we're still in the working world.
How many years you been doing it?
We've been doing it for about 2.5 years now.
What kind of temperament do these animals have?
They have good temperaments. They are very cautious, curious, and a little timid.
Do they become attached to you?
They can. You can take one of these animals and start when they're young and make them very, very docile and used to you, and walk them around and take them to shows. You can teach them to do obstacle courses.
Wow.
Many things you can do with them.
Well, you start the breeding in the spring and then in the fall, and you put the male in with them, and the male makes a noise, the oogling noise, that causes the female to ovulate, and that's how they get pregnant. They don't have like a heat cycle like a horse or a cow or other type of animals.
Can they actually breed in their first year?
You usually wait till they're 18 months to 2 years old.
Are there any diseases or anything, particular illnesses that you have to watch out for when you're breeding alpaca?
Not with the breeding process. The main parasite is called a meningeal worm, and they get it from the deer.
Oh.
So you have to vaccinate every 45 days to ward that off during the warm months.
Okay.
In the winter you don't have to.
So what do they eat?
They eat a hay, grassy hay, mostly orchard grass hay.
Oh wow.
And they eat a kiblet that we get through Kent Company, and we get it at our local New Era feed store, so it's very convenient.
Do you give them treats at all, or do they?
We don't.
Can, but we don't.
We had, at one time, we had been giving them sweet feed, and then we got some little roly-poly alpacas, and that makes their fiber go very coarse, and that ruins the end product, so we had to stop doing that. But they are, some people give them carrots, little baby carrots, and pieces of apple and things like that, and they really like them.
Are there things you have to, in terms of expenses, are there things in terms of medications or shots or things that they have to have at certain times?
Well, just the shots, we give them a CDT shot yearly, and we give them the shots for parasites, and you do wormings, you know, just like you would with your dogs or cats if they got worms in their stool. And it's pretty much just incidental stuff, no major things unless you have a major issue that, just like with humans, you know, if you have to go to the hospital or something. But otherwise, they're pretty easy. We do all the vaccinating ourselves, we do the fecals ourselves. You know, it's pretty hands-on, where you can do almost all of it yourself with the occasional veterinarian visit.
What's about the minimum size if someone has a, you know, let's say 2 or 3 acres in terms of breeding alpacas? Do you need at least a minimum half-acre or, you know, penned area for them?
I would say at least, you know, a half acre. You could have about 4 animals and be very, very comfortable.
Wow. Let's talk a little bit about the fiber.
Okay.
Because that's actually the mainstay of the business.
Yes.
How much fiber can one animal produce, like, at a time?
Well, we have some animals that produce very little, come in under 5 pounds, but then we have animals that produce over 10 pounds a year, and there's a report of an animal I just learned of in Indiana that's shearing 17 pounds.
Now, do you sell the fiber to just individuals? Do you sell it to mills? How does that work?
We are trying to develop industry to be able to sell to mills, because right now it seems that a lot of the mills are not equipped to process our fiber because of the fineness in a lot of it. Sheep wool is not as fine, and it has a different structure on the fiber shaft itself. It's got larger scales, which the scales help to intertwine the fibers when you're trying to make the yarns. So there are mills that are coming into this and doing very well, but we've got to get more of them to to do our fibers.
So it's not as common of a fabric of a yarn.
No, it is not yet.
But yet it will be. What do you feel it'll be used for, predominantly when they start manufacturing more of it? What do you think they're going to actually, what will be most popular?
Make sweaters, hats, scarves,
Socks.
Tops.
There's some beautiful, very lacy materials that are made in beautiful, formal-looking attire, and the Surrey alpaca, which there aren't any examples here today, but they have a longer, silkier fiber. They are using them in high-end suits and things like that for men's formal wear and stuff. It has a very nice shine to it, and it makes luxurious feel and look.
And once again, just like the Angora and the Pygora goats, this is natural. There's no allergies. If you're hyperallergenic at all.
Right. That is right.
No chemicals
No
have
chemicals.
to be used. That's amazing in itself.
Yes.
Are there possibilities for things like insulation or linings or other things to?
They use it for
Yes.
stuffings, for pillows, for jackets. So you can use it for stuffing for quilts. The fiber is 10 times warmer than wool.
Really?
They make duvets out of it, so it's very possible there could be blankets and things like that sold. I recently was speaking to somebody, and they were talking about insulated draperies that were being made from the fibers, and they really fantastic. No funny looking plastic coating on the outside, just all natural and beautiful from both sides.
This is a way to really support small farmers too.
Yes, it
'cause
is.
This is part of the Michigan agricultural industry that people don't think so much about because we have fruit and vegetables, but we have our livestock industry and also animals like this that are more than just feed, or meat and things of that nature.
Right, absolutely. We need everybody's support. You see an alpaca farm, you find out, go and ask them, where can I buy your product? What can we do to help?
And once again, it's supporting the small business. It's
That's
supporting what makes America.
Exactly.